Stats SA officially concluded the 2022 census this week. About 165,000 temporary field workers were recruited for this mammoth task of the counting country's population. Unfortunately, many disgruntled have since taken to social media to complain that they were either not paid in full or not paid at all. Has this been sorted out, among other issues? Let's speak now to the Statistician-General Risenga Maluleke. Mr. Maluleke, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time. Let's just begin there before we speak about the census. The payment or non-payment of these field workers, as we've seen some of them appealing to you for payment on social media. Has this matter been resolved, sir?
This matter hasn't been fully resolved. It is an ongoing matter that we are resolving as Stats SA. And let me mention that every case of non-payment of our field workers is very important and very critical to us. And we will resolve that. No matter how long it takes, we will resolve that. It is not the first time we have gone through a payment crisis. In almost all censuses, 1996, 2001, and 2011, we have gone through challenges of payments. And these challenges range from bank accounts that cannot be verified. They range from issues of changes of surname amongst people who get married between applications. But also they range from other issues of people that haven't been verified to have done work from the field, especially now that we are dealing with the digital system where people shared credentials. Having said so, we have officially ended on the 20th, Mr. Moyane.
Okay. Before we talk about the census,
we are continuing.
Yeah, sorry, sir. Before we
continue
to talk about the census, how it's ended, just on this matter of payment, you've outlined all kinds of possible factors that are contributing to the lack of payment to some of the field workers, and you are saying that you are undertaking the matter will be resolved soon. So it's not a matter that you don't have the money to pay. It's a matter of verifying that you are paying the right people.
Certainly, the money is there. We will pay them, and we make that commitment. Whoever worked for us, for whatever amount they worked for us, however little they work, we will certainly pay them.
As soon as you can verify that they did the work?
Certainly.
Okay.
This is state money. This is money belonging to the people. We must make sure that when we pay and have verified whoever we have paid.
Have you set up a system through which such verification can take place quickly and smoothly so that the social media noise can go away?
Certainly. As I'm talking now, I've just come out of meetings, one last night, this morning, and this afternoon, of processes and verification that we have put in place to verify whoever should be paid. And let me mention, it's not every field worker that hasn't been paid. Some field workers have already been paid. There are those who are not satisfied with the amount that they've been paid, but that's another matter. Yet there are others who haven't been paid outright, and we will resolve those.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Maluleke. Thank you for those questions. Now, let's move on to the census itself. It's concluded now. Just the other day, you thought you might have to extend it, the period again, but now it's over. Has it gone well overall?
We have not collected information from everyone we wanted to collect from. We have had more than 11 million, 12 million questionnaires in. There are still pockets in the country and some provinces that we still need to reach out to. As we are talking now, we are going on a mop-up period where we are bringing in some field workers who we will be deploying to certain parts, certain districts, certain provinces, to follow up to make sure that we count everyone in the country. And I want to appeal to members of the public that when they see our field workers out there, and including myself, I'll be out in the field encouraging everyone who has to be counted to be counted. We will also open the online system where people can self-enumerate for purposes of ensuring that whoever we are missing in our field collections, whoever happens to be at work when our field workers are out there, gets counted or can count themselves.
Okay, there are a number of lessons. Each census will bring with it a number of new things. We live in a different world today than earlier censuses, I mean, on many fronts. One of the criticisms of the current census is that people of the LGBTQI and plus community feel excluded in terms of the kinds of questions that were asked. What's the biggest lesson here for you and your team going forward as you're going to be now unpacking the information, the data that you've collected?
Ntate Moyane, it would never be called a census unless it has its own challenges as we go on. But specifically on the society of the LGBTQ society, we are not asking a gender question in this census. We are asking the sex question, as in male or female, that someone is allocated at birth, not the one they choose to associate with as they move forward. Secondly, we are following international developments as well as national developments led by our Department of Home Affairs. There was a meeting in November here at home, and there will be another meeting in May where we will be party to that. And going forward in our sample surveys, even before the next census, this matter will be attended to.